Good morning and welcome to the Great Journey podcast. I'm here with Sensei Callahan and we are going to be talking about courtesy. Good manners are your first line of defense. So fun fact, I just looked this up yesterday. Good manners, also known as etiquette, started in the 16 and 1700s in the French royal courts. King Louis XIV had these fabulous gardens, and all the aristocrats and the duchess and dukes would always trample on his gardens, and he was really mad about it. So he put up all these signs that also known in French as etiquette all over the place to say, keep off the grass. So that's where it all stemmed from. Now today, well, obviously courtesy is, there's a breadth of it that is much deeper than just keep off the grass. But in a sense, it's kind of the same thing because we are watching for people to stay in certain boundaries. So you agree with that, as I can tell you agree with that. Yeah. So please share with us your thoughts on courtesy and how that is practiced here in the school, etc.
Well, yes, to begin with, courtesy is your first line of self-defense, because if you're treating other people politely, respectfully, they will tend to do that back. There's a law of reciprocity that says that if you give somebody something, they will tend to want to feel the need to give something back to you.
Right.
And so if you give respect to someone first, then they are likely to give that respect back to you as well. Also, courtesy was an important form of self-defense in the past because, and there's stories, I don't know if they're accurate, but there's stories about American Indians who, when the white settlers would meet them, what the American Indian would do is they would put their hand up. I guess I should do this, I have.
Yeah.
But to show that their hand was empty and that they had no weapon.
Yes.
Now, if they put their hand inside their jacket or their clothing, or they put it behind their back, that might indicate that they have some kind of a weapon. And so the other person was much more cautious in dealing with them because they did not show their empty hand.
Yeah, that makes me, karate, doesn't that mean the way of the empty hand?
It does, yeah.
It does, okay. So there's kind of the similarity.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, the word karate means, kara means empty, and te means hand.
Okay.
And do, the full name of karate is karate do,
Okay.
like judo, aikido.
Oh, okay.
Do meaning the way.
Okay.
And so the way of the empty hand, which means, and I actually never thought of it that way. What I thought of it always was you didn't have a weapon, but it also means you're coming in friendship.
It just kind of popped up in my head right
now.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. And then another way in which we practice courtesy in the dojo is through a bow.
Okay.
And the bow had a role in self-defense in Japan, because in Japan the warriors had swords.
Right.
These were just incredibly sharp and powerful weapons.
This is samurai.
This is samurai type, yeah. And it was quite frequent that the warriors would chop off people's heads.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, we don't do that anymore.
Not in here.
And so someone who was greeting a warrior, as a way to show respect, they would bow forward, and that would, essence, they were showing their neck or putting their neck out there, saying, "Go ahead, here's my neck. If you want to chop it off, go ahead, chop it off."
Okay. Like a way of vulnerability.
Yeah, it's showing the other person that you're vulnerable, and only a person who is coming in friendship would be willing to do such a thing.
Okay.
So yeah,
that's really neat.
Yeah.
Okay. So, well, there's your tidbit on courtesy today. Thank you so much for your time, and we will see you next time on the Great Journey podcast. Have a great day.